Hi, my name is Lewis with Rossman Repair Group. I'm going to be putting up a video here in a short second. I'm going to be giving you about 20 to 30 seconds to read it, and then I'm going to describe my thoughts on it. These people are prejudiced, just like somebody is prejudiced against a black person or a white person, just like somebody may be sexist and dislike you because you're a girl or you're a boy. This person dislikes us because we are technicians. If we told this person, this is a hard job, here is why this job is hard, they're going to go, it's hard? What do you mean it's hard? You're supposed to be an expert. Why am I paying you if you find it hard, you idiot? Why am I underwriting your lack of confidence? If you admit, to be honest, it is kind of easy, they're going to go, what do you mean it's easy? You're trying to charge me $50 for something that's easy? Why are you charging me $50 for something that's easy, you rip-off? You can't win. Just like arguing with a racist or a sexist. When you argue with a bigot, you can never win because they are set in a thought that is incorrect and prejudicial. Same here. This person is prejudiced against you because you can do something that they can't. They don't see you as a technician charging money for a skill. They see you as a wizard who can magically wave a set of tweezers over their broken iPhone and make it work again, or just do this. You just know how to do something that takes 5 to 10 seconds of your time that you were born with, that was effortless. If you could just do this one little thing for them, their life would go back to being the way it is. But you're not. You're charging them $50. You're putting this financial gain and profit and evil corporate money-making in the way of them living their life. And they want you to go fuck yourself for it. And what you should do to them is tell them to go fuck themselves back. I can see it from a mile away when somebody walks in with something and goes, don't you just have to can't you just twist this and make it work again? Where, oh, you're charging $45 for that? Right after I tell them, well, we would have to replace this part. It takes about an hour and it'll be $45. That's what they'll do. Where this is something that is so easy that anybody can do it, like a toddler, and that is the $45 that you're asking for. They put this huge gap in between them and make it seem like you are this evil person for charging money to fix their phone. I enjoy getting people like this because it gives me a great opportunity to go, fix it yourself, jackass. Yeah, I didn't come down here from Chelsea in the middle of the summer to do this myself. I didn't walk down the streets of New York in 95 degrees and humidity because I can just grab a little pair of tweezers and go, doink. Do you think that if that person could just take their phone and go, doink, that they would spend 20 blocks walking to you? Fuck no! If this person could simply solder a chip on their board of their iMac or their MacBook by themselves, do you think that they would take a 2-hour drive down from Connecticut for us to do it? Fuck no! They would not. They would not. If somebody could do this and have a working phone again, they wouldn't be here. The reason they're here is because they don't know how. Or they know they're going to fuck it up. Or they don't have the parts in stock in case they fuck something up. Or because they're afraid of what happens when they put it back together and it doesn't work. The opposite of this, of the do-it-yourself experience, is the professional experience, the professional labor experience, the experience where, gee, I broke that. Oh, I'm accountable because I'm a professional. I need to make this work within 20 minutes because I promised that to my client. Let me use my knowledge and my parts, whatever I have in stock here, to put this back together the way it's supposed to be. That is the difference. And you should never, not for a second, feel bad that you're charging a professional rate to perform a professional service. Don't let any douchebag like the person in this review allow you to feel shame for providing a professional service, because a professional service costs a professional price. You were not born with the ability to take something like tweezers and magically put it inside of a phone and make it work. Unbeknownst to them. You weren't born with the ability to read a schematic that's 79 pages. You weren't born with the ability to solder. You weren't born with the ability to do any of these things. You earned it. You worked at it. You learned. You fucked up. You figured it out. Then you learned again on something else. And that's how you became a professional. You earned your professionalism. So now, you're going to earn your money at it. And this is natural. This is not being a rip-off. There is a big distinction between being a rip-off and being a professional. Before, people were trying to convince you that what you do is so easy. Why is it so expensive? The second is, well, I can do it myself. A junior technician is going to say,
oh no, I think he finally figured out that people can do this themselves. What are we going to do if people know that they can do it themselves? They'll never come here. I'll have no more business, no way to make money. I'd better lower my prices or... oh.
That is not how the world works. Imagine if other businesses did that. You should not get fazed. You should not think that when somebody says, what if I can do it myself? Let's say that you're in a restaurant. Let's say and you're eating chicken parmesan that costs $24. And some other fuckwit goes, $24? I could cook this myself in 45 minutes and it's almost as good. Are you going to get up and go, I could have cooked this myself? Screw you, sir. Does anybody do that in a restaurant? Does anybody do that at a doctor's office? Does anybody do that at an auto body repair shop? No. Thank you, jackass. Thank you for pointing out something that we all already knew. That there's a possibility that we could do this ourselves. You can do anything yourself if you put your mind to it. You can remove earwax from your ear canal. You can fix your car. You can build a wall. You can deliver a baby. And people were doing it for hundreds of years. Do you think people go to Atlantis Healthcare and go, why is the obstetrician $8,000? I can do this myself. Do you think they go, oh, we're sorry, just because you said that you can do this yourself, let's lower our deductible down to $3,000. How's that sound? Or are they going to tell you, you have fun cutting the umbilical cord, go fuck yourself? It's probably the second one. In no other business is the business person fearing when people can do something themselves. Only here, for some reason, do I see day after day junior technicians hiding that people can do this themselves. Do I see junior technicians hiding behind the cost of the part and saying the part is more expensive? Or do I see them trying to inflate how difficult something is, past how difficult it is, so that they feel justified in charging somebody? When you tell somebody, I'm going to charge you $50 to fix your phone, you have to be confident. You have to own it. You have to feel like you are worth $50 for 20 minutes of your time. Because you are worth $50 for 20 minutes of your time. The amount of effort that you put into learning how to do this, the amount of rent that you have to pay as a business, the amount of parts that you have stocked here, that you have ready to go, that you paid for, that they have to wait a week to order. All of this goes into the professional experience. All of this goes into what you are charging money for. And none of it is something that you should ever feel ashamed of. Professional labor costs money to develop. It costs money in the devices that you broke on your way to learning that this is how to not rip that flex cable. It costs time. The time that these clients, who are the very people that are trying to shame you for your prices, these clients spent the time that you spent learning how to do this watching the Jets with their season tickets, watching television at home with their free time, going out to bars and meeting people, while you, the technologist, sat here learning. You did what good technicians do. Now, I'm not going to say that everybody who does this is a nerd. Maddox defines a nerd as somebody who is really good at something at the expense of many other areas of their lives. So, a nerd may look funny, be out of shape, be socially awkward, and have no friends because he spent all of his time learning C++ code. And there are certain parallels to be drawn here. You learned how to do what you know how to do at the expense of something else. You learned how to do these things while they were learning how to maybe do something that makes you a lot more money, which is how they can afford a MacBook Pro, an iPad, a MacBook Air for their kids, and an iPhone family plan. Who knows? But professional labor costs money. And having a professional environment with insurance, a license, employees, and rent also costs money. And when you combine all of this together, $50 for 1 hour for a difficult repair is no longer that unreasonable. What I am trying to make a distinction between are people who actually do shit themselves and get them done without being whiny little bitches, and sanctimonious, self-righteous douchebags like the person in that review. If you ever have somebody like that come into your shop, you should tell them to go fuck themselves and to leave, if that happens. And I would be grateful, honored, and forever in your debt if you could tell that person that this video inspired you to do so.